We're gonna try and make chili and cook up some.
I'm trying to push it for you.
Squish it for me? Thank you. Let's see what happens when we turn the light on.
That's bad.
That's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad.
There's two of you, Mom.
There is two of me. Yeah. All right.
Done.
Bank up. Well, not started. Huh? Anything on here worth the melody? No. You what? So hold on. Wait for it, and I'll bring the channel to you. I'll bring the camera to you. Oh wait, hold on. Say it, okay? I want to ask it now. Alright, well. Alright. You want to show everybody on that? Okay. Alright, so. You wanted to say hi to the channel?
Hi.
Yeah, chocolate. Literally just have chocolate milk. I'm having coffee.
I'm about to have like morning coffee.
Right. Hey, can you bring up stuff down in the laundry room on the floor? I need the rice and quinoa. Rice, beans, quinoa, all that stuff. We're gonna pick that up. I don't know what I'm doing.
Wow. Mom.
Yeah. Squishy. Squishy. All right. It's a good way to bust open a bag and have beans fly everywhere.
I'll think of that.
All right.
Wow.
Let's see.
I got it.
Hands.
That baby.
Okay.
It's a baby, Mom.
It's a baby. You're a baby. That's all right. I was younger. Up to you. You ready to open the bin?
No,
You're not ready to open the bin?
No.
Fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm squishing it. All right, so we're gonna open up that one too. I need that too. So I need the other one. Other rice bags of stuff. Couscous, quinoa. Quinoa starts with a Q. It's one of the rare things. I get out a can opener. I don't normally do things in cans, but this is one of the rare cans. Tomatoes. This is the tomatoes that I ended up getting. I don't know if it's reversed or if by the time you see it, it's no longer reversed. Diced tomatoes. I got some organic ones. I picked this up at my Aldi's. I'll put this in the crock pot. This is for dinner tonight. I was going to cook it last night. Don't spill it on you. Let's see. The question is, do I want to... for me, chili, I either make chili too wet or too soft. Sometimes it comes out soupy, and it's more soup than chili. Sometimes it comes out very dry. I can't get that right yet. The more I cook and the more I go, I don't know what I'm doing, the more it'll come out. Leave it, shake it. That's that. And there. What is it? It's going to be chili. Throw that in the crock. Oh, it looks up. You want to show the bean? Okay. Okay, so this is what the chili. Get the camera there. Do that with the laptop. So, chili. Chili. Huh? Not so much the laptop itself, but on the internet, I'm using YouTube as a channel. So we're cooking. Let's see. How do I cook this? 5 minutes. Cooks in 5 minutes. Roasted garlic salad. Oil. Grape greens. Couscous. 25 minutes. somewhere are stovetop directions for smart door. So I'm going to follow these. All right. All right, can you get things ready by following the stovetop directions and showing them what you're doing? And I will go get it. You don't want to do it? But Princess, watch this now, Princess. Ooh, nice strike. I like that. Very confident. All right, come here, though. Watch this now, Princess. Hi, guys.
This.
Okay, but your YouTube. So when you film today, are you going to hide from the camera? When you are doing your video game today on your channel, are you going to hide?
There is no camera.
On your laptop. You want to show? You showed off the beans. I'll be right back with the beans.
Okay.
Oh, you start the tomatoes. It doesn't have to be on high. You can put them on low.
I don't want to do any of that.
There. No, they're working. Grab that. No, run down. Grab the stuff.
Put it on low.
Please.
Whoa. So we're going to go to the counter. Ask up the counter to me. The counter next to me, Tom. I'm not trying to sit next to you. I'm just getting back.
Following directions. Perfect. Okay. Lots of this. There's some sort of law out there that if you tell the kids, no, you can't be on my YouTube channel, they will stop at nothing to be on your YouTube channel. You tell them, here, help me with my YouTube channel. They'll be like, no, don't see me, don't watch me, don't look, I don't want on the camera. Be more considerate, not just because you think people think it's cool to say things like shut up. Oh my gosh. You know, this belly right here, this womb in here, your sister was in it first in her own placenta, sac, screwing that. And then I gave birth to her, and a couple of years later, you got to use the same one. So the fact that you are inside the same womb in your own placenta sac, yeah, I can get you down. There is no reason for you not to share space with your sister, right? Right. Okay. And then I've got another can. Oh, you want to show? Here. Show the beans.
Show the beans.
Okay. So down, go down.
Make your spot.
Go down and play your game. Because people will be watching you play your game. I'm going to record yours.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
All right, fine. I'll tell you, you can't have a show on YouTube. All of a sudden, next thing I know, she'll be watching, Hi. Please open your zip. What is the zip? Jude V. Open the zip. What is the? I have no idea what that means. Okay. We have diced. Do you have a camera? So we're here, we've been at 10 minutes, and I have no idea what's it? You have to specify what a zip is. Okay, having that.
Mom, I don't know.
All right. Let's
Let me know.
All right, so black beans, Fritos. Next, these are white, Great Northern beans. I believe these are Great Northern beans. Are they? Possible. They're Great Northern beans and black beans. Picked this up at Walmart, I think. Oh, no, this is also Aldi. All right, we are making chili in the crock pot, and then I've got quinoa, and I've got couscous, and trying to find out how to make lunches that don't need a microwave, that don't need a refrigerator, that can stay out of the refrigerator. Thank you for the thumbs up. That can stay, in the car in a container and still taste good when he's eating at lunch in the middle of winter. I have no idea what I'm doing with that. So I've got chili cooking. I've got yesterday I didn't show it, but I made what do you call it? Meatloaf. I made quiche. All right, so I'm we'll start with the beans because those take like 3 hours to cook. Those take the longest to cook. This sucker could be on all night long. I mean, you could cook chili all night long on low or something like that. And as long as you cook all the meats and stuff, I'm not putting meat in this particular one. I'm going to use tofu because I've got all the meat. I'm trying to cut down to like 1 or so things of meat a week. Not vegetarian, not vegan, but yeah. So I'm going to put a random amount of water in a pan. Let's see if this way. And put it out here. Rinse out. This is my parents' house. So I'm trying to avoid all these metals for me because I have that metal aversion. Metal lids, metal bowls, metal cookware. I can't. That's my whole life. Beans aren't bad, but I have a bean that is just gonna go in the compost. It's like right at the point that we're done. All right, so I've done just this much. I want to say it's about 1/4 to a 1/3 cup of beans. Oh, 1/2 cup. All the way up there. Over 1/2 cup. Huh. All right, now it is 2/3 beans. And so I've got a cup of beans coming. So I need a 1/4 cup. This is I remember where all my parents keep My dad, I used to love the biggest thing that I know to get my dad for the holidays is either as seen on TV, or I get on Kitchen Gadget. He seems to have a fascination with one of those. So, a cup of beans. We'll see what that does. I mean, I have no idea how much. All right, yeah. And for non-backwards people like the U.S., that's so much. Black beans. I would love to cook the black beans, for like an hour to help with the digestive gas, but I'm not going to soak the beans because I'm going to sit there and cook them for like 3 hours on the stove. I would love to cook it in the oven, actually. That's been my favorite, where it's most flavorful. And the kids are quiet and they're downstairs. I'm scared. Hold on. When kids are quiet like this and they're letting you film, you're going to hear me yell real loud. Guys, status report. It means update me on what's going on. Exactly. What's going on with you? Yeah, beat you. Ever beat your child with a pillow? Tell you, some days you just gotta take a pillow, one of those nice fluffy pillows, and have a pillow fight with your kids because they're just frustrating, but you don't want to hurt them ever. Some days you just, pillow fight. Okay, I don't have any floaty ones. There it goes. Yeah, floating ones means that they didn't make it. Okay, so there's no floaty ones. That's pretty. The contrast, I love contrast. I really love contrast, black and white. All right. All right, since my mom's a diabetic and health-wise, I avoid salt as much as possible. I'm going to add salt to this so it cooks. I'm going to boil for not a lot of starch, but usually start it with a boil and then bring it down to a simmer for a lot of things. You probably don't even need to do that for beans. That finds another truck. I'm going to flip. All right, so we're going to cook that sucker. I'm going to add some. It's going to last the week. And I only want a pinch of salt. I could have sworn there was some pink salt, Himalayan salt in it. So, here's some of my parents. This will last a very long time. Because, what you would ask, a tablespoon or, a teaspoon and a half of salt, we are putting only this much. People like to put, plenty. Only adding this much. I'm putting it right here. Yes, I can figure out how to work a stove. Alright, so get that up to boil. Usually I add a ramen noodle packet because that's been my budget for the last couple of years. I don't have to do that right now though. Let's see. helps with gas. And this is beans. So we're going to add, there you go, kelp. Kind of throwing that in there. Don't ask. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, so don't ask. All right. First thing about cooking is spend ages prepping, cook, and washing up, but spend little time eating the meal. That is true. That is very true. But it's worth it. All right. So we're just going to like toss things together and just do weird things. So hopefully this prep will last like longer for more than one meal. So I'm going to grab some jars for the black beans. I love black beans because of the nutritional value. There isn't a big jar. Do I have jars? I brought jars. I had this for stuff. This is supposed to be for jar lids in a oatmeal container. The jar, so I use. I picked this up. That's too small. So there's supposed to be this giant. Alright. Be washed. I've been doing this all day yesterday. I don't have a garlic. There might be. Alright. We're doing this jar instead. And see how much we can get in. Oh, it fits all the black beans in it. Oh, it's so pretty. Everything looks prettier in glass jars. I love how it's so pretty. You know, in a glass jar, how pretty it is. This is matched. This does not match the three. Figure out that it's not really marinara sauce in there. All right, we've got nice foil. All right, another one for rice. I can cook up like a week's worth of rice. Store that so that it's just like I can use for different meals. Let's see, rice. Okay. I don't think we've used this since. I don't think they've used this since earlier this year, since before the pandemic. Oh, last year, pandemic. I think. All right. Let's turn this one to, I want to say medium, low to medium low. Oh, there's this one. This. I'm going to put in, see how much rice. So that I can make several meals. This is a cheapo rice. I don't like brown rice. These are just meals that we're experimenting with. I just turned it on, so I can't just sit here and think about stuff. So let's do, like, that's 2 cups. And another 2 cups. I don't know, whatever that announcement was, that notification was. So it's 4 cups. So for rice, that's about 2 cups of rice. I can do 2 cups of rice. How much will that be? No, let's go with 6 cups of rice. That sucker's huge. Or not 6 cups of rice. 8 cups of water. So I can do 4 cups of rice. Yeah, we'll do 4 cups of rice. Yep, I did dry stuff in there. What is it? Alright. What I like doing is like white rice with wild rice and a mix of brown rice, white rice, and wild rice. I'm not flavoring this much, so I'm not going to do the brown rice because brown rice can really suck out and bland flavors. It's a very neutral flavor. And if he's sitting there eating it in the middle of winter, he's not going to like it. White rice will absorb the flavor of whatever you put in it. And it's sticky and it's cheap and it has no nutritional value. All right. I don't want to. All right, so that's 4 cups of rice. Hold on. Hey guys, what are you guys up to? Is there any particular reason why you're not in class right now? Where's your alarm? All right, I need you to pause that. Not that I should interrupt you, but what's your sister doing? Okay, what's your sister doing? Check on her, please. It's important. It's important for you to check on her, please, for me right away. Drop everything and just turn around and go check on your sister. All right, thank you so much. All right. We're going to do this one up to a cup. One. I just screwed up. All right. 2. 3. 4. I did that wrong. I did that so wrong. Don't do that. Don't do what I just did. All right. That's going to be hot. Very, 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 very hot. So, okay, this is the front one. We're going to turn that off for a second. Okay. We're going to strain that. Because I know it was a bigger one. How about? Okay. What I'm doing. Let's not do it this way. I have to do it this way. Let's make less mistakes. I believe I screwed up. You might have to add more water than that one. Okay. I want you to make sure I turn off the right order. Now, people can make mistakes, and the wonderful part about YouTube is for a lot of people who are so good at editing, you don't get to see these mistakes if they make it. So these people look awesome. So I understand that I am not a total screw up just because I don't want this other people's mistakes. So it's not myself that's a screw up. It's just the action that I did screwed up. So if we can get out of the habit of going, oh, that person's stupid, and say, oh, what that person did was stupid, our society would look a lot different. Our lives would look, my life would look a lot different if I got rid of that statement. All right. Done it. All right, so I want cold water. Let's just have 101 bowls. Could do dishes for like ever. So those who find my doing dishes videos, like I got unbelievable amount of hit or views on that. I've got plenty of dishes that I just made for you guys to watch me clean. Woo! All right, so this has like a ton of starch in it. I'm not so sure that they didn't like put a little bit of flour to keep these all from going weird while they're being stored and everything else. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean the rice. Oh, I can't believe me. No, when I first moved out, I don't think we cooked a lot. You know, I didn't help my parents cook a lot. I just had to do all the cooking. I don't think I cooked with rice a lot. I'm gonna use cold water. Yeah, so just, all right, so I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna turn it, screw the turn it, you know, get all that starch off. And you clean it. The reason why you clean your rice is this is hard on your stomach to eat rice that looks like that. So let's not touch that with both hands. For dishes, but you know, so you don't eat that. That's bad to eat. So like all that, like yeah, like all that rice flour, like powdered starch. No, don't eat that. So you're gonna drain that white milky water off, that starchy substance off, so that it's easier on your stomach and there's different flavors and just yeah, don't eat that. And the wonderful part about making mistakes or doing things differently that you don't intend is that I have the control to change how I react to it. The fact that I kept going because, like, when I was younger, I've been through so much crap that I would have just given up and not done anything. And there are people in this world that are like that. They've made mistakes. They can't do anything. The anxiety, you know, it's debilitating. I can't stand how debilitating that is. And I say, screw it. It's how I react. So I go through and I have options. I understand I have options. So I turned off. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I can see that that's still cooking. Versus one in the back is off. Nope. That's still screwed up. Okay, so let's not. Everything. All right. Okay. Okay. I used to label those when I first moved in with my parents, like years ago, years and years and years ago. When my two oldest were little, and I went through my second divorce. I labeled those just for that, so we wouldn't burn down the house. So yeah, it's still milky white. We're gonna do this like 2 or 3 more times. I miss my camera. We can do this faster. Hot water, so I don't waste it. Yeah, I can see now it's translucent to the point that I can actually see the rice on the bottom. Yeah, I can see the rice on the bottom. So we'll do it another time and it should be a lot more clear. It's like satisfying. I don't know. Different people find different things satisfying. It's not compelled all the right. Angles, angles of math. No, you can never escape math. It's always with you. The angles in which you pour so you don't dump rice all over your sink. That's so much for you. That's like a bowl full of rice. Yeah, that's better. Sing. I don't know. What do you guys want to sing? Alright, so spending all the day cooking and cleaning today. I used to do that Mondays, but I think I'll do more work on Monday and more cleaning and cooking on Friday or on Friday. I know what today's day is. I swear. That is gonna help. So your rice is gonna brown when you left the pan on. Everything. You probably don't have as much care and love as growing a rice or white rice or cheap ass white rice versus the ones that, from the field and bring people their livelihoods. So gratitude, with cooking food. Okay, so I need, let's try that again. Let's try not to waste water. Breathe. And if I learn from this mistake, there's less likely that I'm going to do that mistake again, But it's me, who knows? I may be the reason why there is no water in the world in 2025. Alright, this is the third, fourth. I'm in more water. Alright. And then it's a starch, so you want to activate it, bring it up to a boil, and then cover it and simmer until the rice is cooked. I was going to add salt, but I'll just add, oh well. Yeah, probably because we have 4 things in there. 1,000. Ah. Got a good stuff. And this is going to be, I have to figure out how to store this and pack out the lunches. I just had one of those green thingies to beat people with. Where did I put the green? Where's my beating stick? Oh, here it is. Missing. It's got rice on it. It's got beans on it. Since I cooked so much bit to the box, I mean like the stir. Get that oil incorporated. It won't. Alright, so this sucker is boiling. Back burner. The rice is boiling. Bring the rice down. Boil the rice. Beans. Boil the beans. Okay, now we can simmer the beans. And then they're still covered with water. Okay. Oh my just many mistakes when I, doing this myself, all by myself. Different doing things on camera, I guess. Your mind freaks out. Like, oh my gosh. All right, couscous. She was in the middle of getting couscous. So we're going to do another saucepan, stovetop, and medium saucepan. Combined. 1/4. Is it 1/4? Put on to a nice bright light. Oh, yeah, 1/4. 1/4 cup of water and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Teaspoons of olive oil. Yeah, we don't need that much olive oil. That would make for an interesting. Bring to a boil. Stir in couscous. Remove from heat, cover, and let stand for 5 minutes. 2 tablespoons. Bring to a boil. Seasoning packet. Butter and content of seasoning packet. Bring to a boil. Stir together. Okay. I'll use this pan. Cups of water, 1/4. All right, for this one, I did not have water. This one, I had water in it. I apologize. I have to take this phone call. Let me have you. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you on your end. Give a call. Okay, okay, me. Hey guys. All right, so we're at relatively. We're at 1.5. We don't need 1.5. We need 1/4, which is 2. Looking at the little inkies. There. That's in the middle of 1/2 cup. And now that's okay. Let's play the do we have relative? Okay. Relative. 1/4 cup. The fun part about it is not wrong. Nope. Let's the back burner. This is the front burner. I used to write front and back on this one. So this is definitely the front. And then we'll bring that to a boil with more olive oil. I love olive oil. But at all these, we do get an affordable amount. And then there's a seasoning packet in the sucker. It's openable? Yeah. Looks like it's got a notch in it. It's wet. The burner's wet. It's electric. It's good to it. So the thing is, it's not bad. It just means that when the grains like that cook, they'll be either I'll have to add more water if I didn't put in enough, or it'll go too soggy. Or if anybody's ever overcooked. Looks like since she's having trouble, yeah, this one's boiling, or going to boil. I'll turn it down and let that cook. That'll cook forever. Not forever, but yeah. Okay. I can put that on. I've got, I can add all sorts of, I don't have onions. I wonder if my parents have onions. Alright. So what happens when you cook your parents' house? This one's not the pretty quinoa that. Is it? Let me see. This is quinoa, right? Or maybe it is. Why do they have, why does your quinoa look different than mine? Oh, tricolor quinoa. Super grains of the Andes. Same brand. Like I got black beans going in there anyways. And I wanted to write corn and black beans. My favorite color of food is like black bean salsa, the red, the yellow corn, sweet corn kernels, and the black beans all mushed together. I love it. I mean, it's just so pretty to eat, and the taste, if you could spice it well, the taste is addicting. I wolf it down. I forget how to breathe, and somehow I've still survived. All right, so this is boiling. Bring it down, right? Bring. Says bring to a boil, stir in couscous, and remove from heat. Cover and let stand for a minute. Okay, so adding couscous, following directions. That's a rare sight. You guys got it captured on, on stream, on camera. I'm following directions. I don't know who I am. I must be the pod mother. We have that in our life now. We talk about the pod kid. My kid behaves too well. We start calling her the pod kid. All right, so stir, boil, stir, turn off. Cover, remove from heat. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm the pod person. Probably bringing you better quality of, cooking. All right, so. You just took recycling too. You took all the recycling. All right, so that is a lot of rice. And come here. Just come here. I'm going to show you something. All right, come here. All right. So we have, not breaking this, we have rice. We have beans, black beans. We have, I want to say Great Northern beans or white pinto. No, probably not pinto beans. I don't know, white beans. And then we have couscous. Next is the quinoa. Then we also have chili that we're starting. We're starting with the tomato base. Tomatoes you can cook on low. You can cook on low for a very, very long time. And tomatoes seem to love that. The way you break down the cellular walls and stuff like that. Halo. I love Halo. Who's playing? Are you playing Halo, Jude? Jude B? Or is it just trying to say hello? And English is not your first language. I love Halo. Playing Halo, you sit there and it's fun. It's a lot of fun playing Halo. Doom was my first video game. I was playing with my cousins. God rest his soul. Doom is the first video game I ever remember playing. I think it was like not 8-bit. Oh my gosh. The render quality of Doom versus what we play now blows my mind. I just can't, it's something I can't get over yet. All right, who knows what to do with quinoa? Okay, the fun part is I've got to figure out how to make it taste good because it's got a bland taste. I don't know. And then we'll cut up veggies for our chili and other stuff for our chili. And then we'll add things to our chili. I add whatever I have in the fridge and on hand. Those are my chilies. My chilies are generally never the same. It's not like I don't spit out cookie cutter recipes. I don't spit out when I cook. I intuitively cook towards the feeling of what I've made, with the science that I've learned, with it's interesting, our dietary needs change from day to day. And it's really, an interesting subject for me. I find it fascinating. I can go hours and hours on just researching and learning and trying to understand. And it never stays the same. Newest research comes out again and again and again. Sometimes they contradict. I love the bran muffin. Over the years, that sucker is not good for you, good for you, not good for you, good for you, not good for you, good for you. And it really deprives, it's really more of learning what's good for you versus what's good for somebody else. An athlete does well with carbs. They burn those suckers. They can eat carbs, and if they don't eat carbs, I don't know how they would do on a carb-free diet. I would be scared to watch somebody experiment with that. Like, I feel like it would harm the athlete. It's possible, of all things possible, it's the probabilities that I doubt. I wonder, probably on the internet someplace to research, but a carb-free athlete, I don't know how that would go. But I mean, can you imagine running like 2 miles carb-free? What is that, like protein and veggies? She's singing, she's making noise. It's not totally scary. All right. Reading more directions. All right, so this is boiling. Boiling food. All right, then we're going to turn this one down as well. Down below. When I put the spoon in, it still feels hard. I feel like I'm shooting a hard, tacky surface. Lots of little teeny tiny little tacky surfaces. And because I did that whole, I can't tell which burner I'm cooking on. They're both on, and they're both on like a simmer. I still have water covering my beans. That's what I got to watch out for today. This sucker should cook a lot sooner. Honestly, I hate lamb rice. I should have cooked this with broth. Sometimes I enjoy cooking with broth more than I enjoy cooking with lamb. So the fun part will be what we add to it in the containers, because right now we're starting with a blank canvas taste. Hi. That looks like hi as in yes in Japanese. Okay. Oh, let's see if this fluff is. We'll see if this fluff. All right, so this has been off. I'm going to cross my fingers that this is done. This is couscous. Okay. It's not an emergency, but since I love my partner and I'm obsessed with my partner, I'm going to check. Sent me a 14. Okay. No, that I'm supposed to send one of those little. There we go. Okay. Let's see if this fluffs. I love fluffing couscous. It's been years since I've had couscous. Probably since my oldest children were a lot younger. Probably, let's see, my second grader's 8. Has she ever had couscous? I don't think I've cooked couscous for 8 years. In the last 8 years. But fluffing is fun. You get in there and you just kind of I'm not stirring. I'm just kind of bringing it up to the surface, and it's fluffing, like stuffing, like the box made stuffing. I'm that has more of a bland taste. So we have this, which is a fluffy, just fluffing, and it looks pretty, and it feels pretty when you're moving your fork in. And this one is seasoned, so you get to see the seasons come in and incorporate through the whole dish. It's so fluffy. And it looks like not quite clouds, but like textual sand, like magic sand. It reminds me of that, and just kind of get the tinglies, comes out of it. All right, I'm going to cover this rice. Give this a nice occasional stir to keep it from burning to the bottom. It's really absorbing all that water. Now I'm going to cover it so that the heat is trapped and going back into the rice to keep the rice cooked thoroughly. Do I have no? Yeah, I might have a lid. I just like to do my job. Lids, jobs. What about jobs? It's job life, man. All right, so this is pretty. All right, so question: am I going to offer this the rest of the family, or am I just going to cook this for my partner? I think since I'm just going to cook this for my partner and my kids, because I mean that's the point of getting food stamps. Well, I think I'm going to taste this. Normally, though it is pandemic, I want to decrease risks of spreading diseases. So I am going to grab a whole nother spoon. 4 dishes for those who like watching me do dishes. I can't believe how many views I got from that sucker. This must be a big search word. Yes, I love burning the roof of my mouth in a weird, unique way. It's a different type of pain, but only when I'm in the mood for that pain. And 2, I have to taste this because he has taste receptors. It has an interesting flavor. I apologize. I'm going to take this. It's a local call, so one moment. Hi, may I help you? Hey. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Anything like, so that's the fun part. I walk away, take a phone call, and you guys get to see, is the kitchen going to explode or is it going to stay safe? She's got stuff cooking unattended. So it's not like you guys weren't attending. It'd be like, I don't know if anybody's ever watched YouTube and I'm like, oh my God, they set it on fire because I stepped away to go, All right. My 8-year-old is singing. So that means the teacher is talking and she's not listening. Oh, I haven't put this in my actual mouth, so.
No.
I didn't do it. So this is usually the time that you're with the teacher and that you guys are doing. Today is Friday, so isn't that English or math? Group 1, English or math?
I don't remember.
I love your song. I would definitely want to hear your song. Your song is important. I also want you to be in group 1. If you don't remember, do you know whether or not you're doing math or are you doing?
I'm not doing group 1. I'm in main group.
In what group?
Main group.
You're still in main group? She's still in main group?
Nope. After the first group.
She's after first group, so first group is finished? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. You're a lovely guinea pig. Yeah. They can't see you. So do you want to give you a thumbs up? Couscous, it's edible?
It's delicious. Fly me to the moon.
Lots of diaphragm.
The stars.
There you go. There you go.
I want to see what summer is like on Jupiter.
Push with the diaphragm. You can tell the difference when you miss the diaphragm. You can still push with the diaphragm when you go down in volume. Like if you bring out a forte, when you start that forte, you definitely want to start with the diaphragm. The one that you were going to help make on here. All right. Quinoa. Just to say the word quinoa. I want hazelnut quinoa. I want hazelnut macchiato quinoa. So some of my favorite. Don't put. That's banana. What I can do is here. Am I using this bowl? I don't think I'm using this bowl for something else. We all love couscous. You are my couscous. Goose. It's another wonderful thing to say is the ooh and couscous. A goose is more than one. Yeah, no. Geese is more than one goose. Yeah. Okay, so you're done with Zoom, right?
Yep.
I thought you just said group 2 was done. So your teacher's sitting there talking to like a couple of you guys, and you're in group 1. You haven't changed. You're always in group 1. For the love, I apologize. If her teacher ever watches my videos, I apologize. I need to be better for this, for her to get in the. Oh, this looks fun. This front, please be the front burner. For the love of all things rice, please be the front burner. Oh, this may not be done. It took all the water though. It's not sticking to the bottom like I always do in my instant rice cooker. I didn't know you could cook rice not in the instant rice cooker or the pressure cooker. I had no idea you could do this in a pan for like the longest. And I'm like, I watched somebody cook it in a pan and like the shock. I was like, oh, wait, what? I thought you needed special tools to cook rice, like a pressure cooker. My parents had a pressure cooker. I grew up with a pressure cooker. And then, like, when I got on my own, we ended up with a rice cooker. Thank you, parents and family, for getting us a rice cooker. So I need a whole nother test of rice. The rice is done and tender. Now my heart is an ice block and cold, and it's just like as many times as I thought. Cooking melts my heart. My kids, especially the youngest kids, because they're so little, they come up to you and they hug you, and your ice block of cold stone ice just melts. It's like a beating heart. Not quite al dente. Going to add more water. And it tastes blah. Very blah. This is probably why ex-roommate was like, I don't like rice. If your rice tastes like that, I don't blame you at all. I don't normally have rice taste like that. Normally I put in like packets of something and put in seasoning, and here's the lid. How much? Okay. Wow, let me look at this and not see it. It's probably all in my head that coffee makes me think better. Caffeine can survive without caffeine. So I'm going to do probably this much more rice. It's roughly a cup. Pour that in here. Turn this back on. This is, oh, that's beans. Still. Okay. All right, beater. Yes, I am all sorts of messed up, people. This is not for children, and my children are like, they probably can't hear me. So any personal family that watches this, if my actual kids actually watch my show, I apologize. Yes, I charge. For real, King. Like, dude. My private life. You never know about that. I have this much more water because it's sticking at the bottom now. It wasn't sticking when I thought I was turning it off. I'm gonna label these. I'm gonna figure out which burner is which and label these because these icons. I don't know. To me, the picture, I don't know if the picture is laying this way or if the picture is laying this way. The diagram that indicates which burner is which on this electric stove. I'm going to turn them on, have nothing on them, look at the one that turns red, and then label on another sticker and put on a stupid thing and again. So we don't burn them in the house. Let's prevent, save lives. Okay, now we have to make this taste good because this tastes like doesn't taste bad as cardboard. Okay, if you're gauging things on cardboard tasting crap, liver and onions tasting like you're better off dead. This one has above cardboard taste. It's not quite al dente. For me, winging things, not always following recipes and going and doing things my own way. When the volume of what I'm cooking goes up and down, like I'm cooking for 7 to 9 people versus being used to cooking for 2 or 3 people, when I change and I have a variety in the amount of people that I'm cooking for, it gets a little wonky. It's something that I'm working on. So ghee is interesting. It's lactose free. This is made from butter, probably cow, but my child's lactose intolerant. So I'm going to see how that goes. All right, so my kids are lactose intolerant. My oldest just gets her nose inflamed with mucus as much as my youngest.
Wait, what?
It's not. I don't know if it bugged in the first place. I did it. Accident. I did it unintentionally. You want to open this? I can't open this. I want to flavor the rice. Life is difficult. Over an hour of me trying to prep cook. Jump through chapters. Jump through, different places. There's that. Don't watch straight through. All right. So, if you're up here, that means you need help with something?
I was just wondering what you're doing.
Not schoolwork that you should be doing.
It sounded like...
You can watch this later. They play live videos later. I'll play it for you later. I don't think you have a kid account, but if you do, you watch it on mine or a different account.
I didn't get a Facebook account.
It's not Facebook, it's YouTube. Go. Schoolwork now. Watch my YouTube channel later. Yeah, you can come and watch this again and 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 again. Anytime you want. I'll leave it up here. Or I'll edit it and put another one up here or something else. Hopefully I fixed it. My furnace can't be that bad. Let's see how we include it. I can open it. Honestly, they're good. It's just gluten-free. God, it's not gluten-free. I need to change that. That's gluey, not glutinous. That's probably done cooking. Okay, I don't want to sit in the back. I just want to sit in the front. Okay. these are for? These were this State Farm is awesome. Not that they are not associated with us, but State Farm little gripper. It's I don't see if you can see the texture. And then I used one of these things. It opened. That's how you open up jars all by yourself, so that you don't have to. It's only romantic to ask your partner, "Can you open this jar of pickles for me?" Okay. All right, let's just go. Somewhere. Probably not what you do. And this like butterless. Oh my gosh, that has a buttery taste. Trying to get on. Well, the fun part is if I had rice wine vinegar as a preserve, like you make that with the sushi. Sushi was fun. I made that for Halloween. No, I made it for the princess for her birthday. Hi.
Smells good.
Oh, happy that it smells good.
Can I check? Can I check?
Oh, you wanna check?
Whoa! Is it rice?
Yep. Oh, cuddly. You ready to, after this is done cooking, we can get dressed for the day and we can get our face all squeaky clean and feel all fresh and free and beautiful. And let the inner beauty out. Let's go. Burpee. Ready? Before our viewers.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, before the viewers. No. No. Did you want to pick out your clothes for the day? No. Did you want to pick out clothes that I would pick out for you for the day? Did you want to pick out clothes that you could choose so that I don't pick out the clothes for you? Those beans. Couscous.
Right.
Cuddly waddly woo.
That's not happy.
Well, I gotta keep cooking. I need both hands to cook. All right, so what's the best way to flavor rice? All right, so this I've got to store it. It's mushy. Huh? It's white rice. It's sticky and it's mushy. I have a cookie. We're gonna try this because it's lactose free. We're gonna try the ghee because it's lactose free. And see what that does for people. I don't know if my stomach will take it or if their stomach will take it. No updates. Did you want to use the red step stool that's in the bathroom? Do you want to sit up on the counter? No. Just want to be on the floor. Yeah. All right. Yeah, what do we probably have lots of food downstairs too. And my normal runner is doing her school work like she's supposed to.
Downstairs. I have food downstairs.
Huh?
I have food downstairs.
Rice wine vinegar. Is there rice wine vinegar? Or there's apple cider vinegar. Balsamic. Will balsamic help as a so that'll give it a type of aesthetic. What is this? Balsamic vinegar. Good for preserving rice. You see. You will ask the great and powerful Google. Okay. Well, all okay. I tried fruit flag. Preserve. One moment. Preserve rice.
Mom, I already asked and
Preserve rice. Only put it in there.
All
Alright, the most common types of vinegar used in the United States. Oh, let's talk about rice vinegar. Because the word rice is in it, the word vinegar is in it.
Apple.
Apple.
Apple. Apple.
It's funny. Yesterday we got rid of all the fruit flies and had single fruit flies, and then all of a sudden there's
I
fruit
got
flies.
this apple. Dirty. Yuck. Can you cut
So
it?
bad. Cut that. I swallowed something down the wrong pipe.
I hear something.
I hear a lot of things. What do you hear? Oh, that is epic. It's one of those sound bowls. Shall we meditate? Cut that. Peel it and cut it. Stop what I'm doing. Peel and cut that for you. After you've had breakfast. Have you had breakfast? You should definitely go potty. Do you need help?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Just
go.
need me to stand there and look pretty. Okay, watch that bean. I think the beans are the only thing in there. All right. All right, let's go. Okay. You want to put that in the first Let me do it. Okay, I'm gonna pull it in. Well, there are people waiting. You don't have to worry. Worry. So how does your washing up? Yes. When you go potty, there's always sure. It's not that you're actually feet, but then put it on there. Okay. I'll watch. You want hand sanitizer? I'm going to use hand sanitizer. I know. I washed my hands. They're clean, but I'm still going to use hand sanitizer. You want some?
Yeah.
Are you showing me your clean hands? Okay. All right, so you can add the stomach vinegar.
I need the rest of this again.
You can grab it. Okay. So I'm going to have to put our skin on. Probably boiling and lots of other stuff.
I
All
got it.
right, so
Mom, I got my vessel.
you got your red stool. All right,
My vessel is nice and clean.
pour that in there. Let's see what happens.
Right here.
Because I'm doing like.
Mom, I can see. Mom, let's shower.
This becomes like gluey. That's the fun part. Trying to get this all stirred up. So we're going to put some that I think will help it last. It's good for sushi. Sure. We're going to set it. Good point. I like harder braces or more flavorful braces. I think Lola. Yes.
Let's go. I feel like it's been an hour.
Just got done with like 10 minutes worth of work. How was your phonics subject?
And well, I got an optional thing to do the Christmas thing first because you're working and doing the video.
Speak with your diet, Brian. I can't hear out of this ear, and this is what's facing you.
I got an optional request of the Christmas map.
The Christmas one involves a partner, or the other option? Science involves a partner?
Yeah.
Lots of science and Christmas. Also, if you do your science and unlock your Christmas. In other words, if you get done with the school day, you get the Christmas activities. You're on Christmas vacation. Science is usually the last subject. After today's score, but you have to get through today's score. Hey, come on. We can set you up here. You can do your homework up here while I'm doing videos so that I can be here for you. The blue table? Do you know what a blue table is?
Yeah.
Okay, you can hook that up right over there. There shouldn't be anybody going through. I don't know. I have no clue. I didn't put it away. Okay, so the rice, let's. No, I didn't think you did. I think somebody else did.
Do I need to go into the living room?
No, don't try that open. Where's the blue table? You're supposed to start at the blue table.
In the living room, behind the couch.
All right, set it up here where I'm going to be. Okay? Let your sister do her homework. Give her space to do her homework. You have your red chair, you do, don't you? Red step stool. All right, I have something where I tried some code. I gave her my bowl.
That very strong blue table.
Okay. Direction. Woohoo! The world is still standing. The house is still standing. It was a loud noise. Cooking direction. Probably.
I think I'm strong enough to break this.
That or the way it's made. One or two. Okay, so try and do the blue table up, please. Focus on the blue table. I'll fix that in a minute. You can come here and be in the video with me. Did you pick out your new clothes for the day? I gotta fix this. So the beans are cooking, the rice is cooking, everything's cooking. Then we gotta make veggies for rinse quinoa thoroughly. Oh, okay. Prior to cooking, remove something. Combine a cup of quinoa with half a cup of quinoa, so it's portion half quinoa, more a cup of water. Bring to a boil. So I probably only need to start with 1 cup. Okay. Okay, so that's that. And so let's start with the rinsing, shall we? As a fun part, we'll be storing the rice.
I need to make a card.
For Christmas, for people? Or for Yule? Or for Kwanzaa? Stop. Really? Yeah. I was thinking you can make cards for everybody. You know, you're supposed to do your phonics. It's after all of your other stuff. Science is the last thing you do. Doing your science, unlock.
Science is to do first.
This whole time. Kaiser.
Today you can do science first.
And then that unlocks your video? Oh, okay. So what Mrs. Kaiser says good. Woohoo! Sounds like fun. The most important is that it's fun, right? No, that's not important. Yeah, we only need to do half a cup of quinoa. These are itty bitty little things. It reminds me of grit, man. Everybody has grits where you have a little bit of grits and more water and it just poofs up all the way. That's like, okay, that is exactly like a house. That looks pretty level. How about you make some Christmas cards for classmates and for other people? These are actually people that matter in your life. Well, family. You deliver it to the school and the school can deliver it to all your classmates. Well, if you want to focus on just your local ones, or do you want them? They get like your teacher, your online teacher sends stuff to you, like your books and everything.
No.
Yeah. What do you think I picked up from the school? Those physical things, like your science workbook and your other sheets of paper, you know, that I've had to pick up. The paper that you've written stories in, just printed those all out, and I picked those up from your school. I'm pretty sure they can do, you know, the other way. That's different. Okay, so now we need to move it. I'm like, I can see that bubbling. That's gotta be cooking. Let her do her homework. A little apple eater. Let her do her homework. Okay, so enough of this. Besides, you have family too. You can send cards to. And your Girl Scout troop. Because with these two hands, I'm in the middle of cooking food for a week. I don't have to cook for a whole week because Christmas is next week, right? Look at the calendar. Christmas is, alright, so Christmas Eve is Thursday. He works Christmas Eve, so it's 3 days worth of food. Alright, so he's working on Yule, working during Yule. Right, that's what fun part about working fast food and all that stuff. In the gas station, I was like, if you give me Yule off, I'll work at Christmas or Christmas Eve.
You seriously gonna do that if you're not gonna do my homework?
Oh, you don't ever pay attention to those videos anyways.
Are you okay?
Okay, so where's the water? Clean water off the tap is a wonderful thing. And I'm very grateful for it. Okay, so we got a cup of water. And we had half a cup of quinoa. Just throw that sugar in there. That looks weird. It's rinsed. That's what it looks like. I want like cameras. Through the cooking show. This is what you get. I watch all those other people cooking on like Facebook and YouTube, and please do the rainbow what? Rainbow what? And I probably want a little bit of oil. Five minutes combined. So it cooks a lot like couscous. So if we're simmering for 15 minutes, it's like cooking for 5 minutes. You love couscous? I'm sweat. Yay! You guys sound so healthy. After all this sugar, okay, so it's on high. Was it add a little oil? We'll do outside oil.
You're seriously gonna watch me. You're giving me the creeps.
Oh, her?
Yes.
For me. Do you want to know how creepy it is when you sit there and want to sauce? Watch your video. Is your video running? See, your video is not even running. It's frozen. You're done with the video. Go on to the next thing.
It's not frozen. Is that frozen?
Let it go. Let it go. Oh, it bothered me anyways. Not just your Elsa song. Millions of people have played and watched and sang your Elsa song. You need to get out there, kid. Okay, so now let's put some. This is just getting to be some gelatinous.
Gelatinous you.
Yes. It's because I cooked like days worth of rice ahead of time. So we can have it for breakfast. Let's get a rice forever. There are some people. You don't hate Christmas? There's nothing to hate when it comes to Christmas, is there? Give me some peace on earth. You didn't hate Christmas? Do you hate Christmas?
Christmas.
Grinch didn't take Christmas. Grinch brought the true meaning of Christmas to them.
Christmas.
Yeah, why would he hate Christmas?
Grinch stole Christmas. Christmas.
He didn't steal Christmas. He brought the real meaning of Christmas. All the news bells.
Grinch hates Christmas.
Grinch hates Christmas. That's so sad. This poor little Grinch. I bet he was a lovey-dovey.
I don't want to make an elf trap.
An elf?
Trap.
Trap? Trap. You want to trap an elf? We are not dealing with the fae folk. We trap you, and in the next 60 years, you spend off in some fae country. You want to hate the elf? Why do you want to hate the elf? Don't kidnap an elf. They're our friends. Oh.
Some people want to trap.
No, there's no point trapping elves. Elves are not really
I
cute.
can trap elves.
Don't trap elves.
I can trap elves.
Okay, so this is
Lock the elf out.
that's the Sonic in it.
I can lock the elf out.
This
You're
looks
an
like
elf.
crap.
Oh, I'm not. Now let's pick one.
Honestly, when something tastes like this crappy, all I do is throw like sauerkraut in it. I'm like, here, have something acidic. It'll make it taste better. That way it'll cover up and all you taste is, you know, the acidic flavor. It's not tender. It's not al dente. It's just mushed. It's what I get when I cook like way too much all at once. So what am I going to do to save mushy rice? 15 minutes. Full stir. 3 stir. That is another. I think I'm supposed to cover it.
Just stand there.
All right. I'll throw it here.
Let's see. I saw things stare.
Oh, what?
Something stared at me.
Would you stop? I'm live. I'm not editing this. This isn't pre-recorded. So, who is staring at you? Cute and adorable? No, Great and Powerful is staring at cute and adorable. Seriously.
Where's my toy?
Hmm?
Where's my toy?
You don't have a toy. You didn't go to McDonald's. You stayed home with mommy. All right, so I put my phone someplace, and somewhere on the internet is how to save rice that tastes good.
Where did my toy go? Mom, can I
You don't have a toy. That's where it went. It didn't come into the house. No, 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 no.
It is on the floor. It goes in.
Can you throw it? No, that's a trash item, not a compost item.
Where should it go?
Trash.
That's trash. I'm trash. I don't know.
All right.
I'm not on.
There's no magic boy. Salvage what's left by scooping it into a new pan, usually unburnt from the top, and it's still good to be saved by transferring to a new pan. It's not burnt, it's just mushed. It's like burnt rice. I don't say burnt rice. Bad tasting.
What is it to do? It does. It can say more. And that's not fair.
Apparently people only have bad tasting rice if they burnt it. I didn't burn it. Perfect. How to find cooking. Google has been so limited in searches lately. Straight treat, solutions, add water, fill, steam, no cook. The rice is too wet. Problem. The grains are split and the rice is mushy. Use the rice for rice pudding. Start over if you have time. Bottom no, that's not burnt. The science of cooking the rice. What do you want with the apple? I could slice that for you. Sorry, page down found. cold, sour kimchi. Fix French rice. Why did my rice burn? No. What to do with burnt food? No. No. Let's still talk about how to fix mushy rice, undercooked rice, crunchy rice, and more rice. Probably the same page I just looked at. Probably. Actually, no, I don't think it's the same page. There are many ways to cook rice in the world. For today's purposes, we're tackling steaming rice in a pot on the stovetop and the pitfalls that can come with it, such as what I did. Okay. As simple as it may seem, there's a delicate dance to getting steamed rice just right. You have to figure out the proper ratio of water and the type of rice. I think I just added too much rice. I think if I'd left it, it would have al dente by itself. All right, hey, why are you doing that instead of your homework? Sorry. Not sorry. What are you doing? Where are you stopped and paused at in your homework that you need help with? That's a desk. Sorry. I got there sounding enough. I'll have to say what I just did. Mexican beer, butter. Ooh. I don't think I have Mexican beer. That looks like clams. Oh, rice. No. Flippy, steamed rice, always ranks. I did that. How to fix burnt rice. I don't want watery, mushy, undercooked, or salty rice. I don't have salty rice. Mushy rice. May have split or starchy. I rinsed it. I don't know why it turned out so. Add even more liquid. Pour some milk and fresh milk. You're not having rice cooks are sticking together, and you don't want them to rinse the rice in the soup. If your rice is already stickier than you'd like, you could try rinsing it under cold water. I am not making rice pudding. Rice pudding is not my thing. I can have it once in a great while when I'm in the mood. From overflowing. Do I have pesto? I have pesto here. I have pesto at the house. Cloudy, bubbly, flowing, bigger pot. Make it easier. Great for sushi. I'm not making sushi. What are you doing? Okay. Don't forget to gently do it, and don't forget to erase it when you're done. What are you doing? Cute and adorable. What are you commenting on? What are you doing? Let me see. Finally. Then make me take the bag.
The box.
How to catch it out? Well, first you summon the things that elves love. What kind of elf are you trying to catch?
No.
Just an elf. It's not like there's different types of elves in this world.
Whoa, like that. My
I love your funny face. That's not really a cherished friend like chair. That does make sense.
Look at my funny face.
I love your funny face.
Funny face, Mom.
I love your funny face. You're my funny face. Okay. First off, you probably won't. I was not expecting to see that. All right, so we're cooking tomatoes. It's fun. There are only solutions. Make rice pudding. I already added balsamic vinegar. With acidity and mush, I could probably add tomatoes. Tomatoes. This way. My cow. You said it's a monster? Do you know how to erase it? There you go. Tomatoes are good when it comes to a spaghetti. I think I've got lemon or lime or something in there. We'll see. We'll see what's in there. That's still not sweet. Like 8 cups of rice. Maybe if I divvy it out, we'll do things with divvy it out. Right. That is more than enough. Okay.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? You never seen
The cold never bothered you anyways. Seems to be dressed just. There you go.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? You never seen crying. Here right there. And here right
Your turn.
right there. Here right there. My turn. Here right there. Here right there. But the big dog you never see. I can do it.
Okay.
It's your turn, Tom. Let me amongst the stars.
It's better, I guess, cooking with us in here, but I started with who knows what. That's all right. It's all good.
Somebody get the real Elsa song on.
No, because I'm in the middle of making food on video for like, this sucker's like 2 hours long.
Watch it.
Got 2 viewers. Every time the biscuits. I love your drama, but respectfully, how hurtful what you say can hurt people's feelings. Yeah, I don't know. So you want to be aware of what you say when you say things to your sister.
You need to read the power. Because it's the big power. Because it's the monster. Actually, it's keeping the roof up. It's keeping the roof up.
Keeping the roof up. I have no idea if that is one of those.
No. 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 Now,
It's kind of slight corn flavor to it for some reason. That is a quinoa. Mm-hmm. What'd you do with your couscous bowl? Why is it down there not up here?
It's got the nutty butter now.
I add salt.
Nutty butter taste. Nutty butter taste. Yeah, I think I like the couscous better.
Screw the heart.
Mama, I'm trying to get right here. Let's get into it. Do your homework. Do your homework, Tom. That's your homework.
Luckily, through what she's got that brown rice. We're not going to stop.
Let it go.
Salt is better. A lot better. So if I start from my heart attack, it's because, yeah. Where's the bowl? You started going downstairs. Okay. Alright, let's mix quinoa and rice together. And some couscous. I'll put some couscous in here. Question is, will it taste good cold? So sometimes pasta doesn't taste good cold. Some olives. He's got olives. He's got our olives.
My juice is full.
Thank you.
I like the couscous.
Mm-hmm. Better. Definitely a better flavor. Not the best, but better flavor. Just doing incorporation of all three.
Is it right? Okay. Better.
Well, you didn't taste the rice. Did you taste the rice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that rice was...
Can I get some on the side there?
Your face does not say the same thing. That's good. Your face is like, ooh. And you get the ooh face and the ooh, it's good. What are you guys?
I'm going to use a bowl instead.
You guys eating enough food? All right, that's good enough to feed their dad for a week. Probably a combination. And some. I was thinking like one or the other because he's this anti-eat the same thing every day if he can avoid it. You know, as long as you change it up.
Can I have a bit of couscous?
No,
But I like the couscous.
it's not lunch. It's not breakfast. That was a snack. You already had some. And it's not a meal. This is prepping meals so your dad doesn't starve at work or eat out. Okay, so let's get out some potatoes.
Wait. This is how it goes. Okay. I am. Let it go. Let it go. Well, I'm not.
Right, so now what do you do? Carol, here comes Santa. Yes, like 46. Okay. So I have to mix in the other stuff with that because otherwise that's good.
I'm not holding it back anymore. Let it go.
Like the swirl,
Let it go.
so nice.
Let it go.
Because it's so cold though. Okay. I need a bigger bowl. Alright. You have my bigger bowl. True that. I need the bowl. I need to mix this up so I can put this in for your dad. Alright, so we have couscous, we have rice, we have tomato, we have quinoa. This is not yours, this is your dad's. So I'm trying to figure out how to make him meals for work. Where's yours? I don't know what it is. There's plenty of rice if you want to eat rice. Hmm. Okay, let's throw it in with the chili. It's all up. Okay, so this rice is going in the end. So I've got to put some spices in here. In a moment.
Can I taste a bit of the spice?
Just wait for it. I'm definitely going to give you some.
I'm running.
Your hand is washed, right?
Yep.
That's how it's washed. As you lick it. I don't know how to make rice pudding, but I'm going to try and make a savory rice pudding. But anybody know what that is?
I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. Yes, I will give you a bowl as soon as it's ready to give you.
Oh.
Alright, so
India?
what's India? Oh, cool, there's people coming here. Hi, madam. Your fan from India. Oh, I love people from all over the world. India is awesome. You probably know more about couscous, quinoa, and rice than I do. In Spanish. I'm sure with the sheer population of people in India, I'm sure somebody speaks Spanish. Whether the person that is watching this speaks Spanish, I don't know.
Well, if those people who don't know what I just said, I said
Goodbye, my friend. You said adios, amigos. Goodbye, my friend.
goodbye, my friend.
All right, so I poured in some of that stuff because I don't know what, I just threw stuff together. Sort of. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Your kids are beautiful. Oh, yes, they are. Thank you. Well, she's from India. She can spell it however she wants. If she wants to put a U in there, she can put a U in there. How many times do I abbreviate?
I'm just saying,
Oh, from learning in second grade, you've learned how to spell U as Y-O-U and R.
A-R-E.
A-R-E. U-R.
Y-O-U is how you spell U. R-A-R-E is how you spell R.
One of the R's in the English language, or Americanized English language. We speak Americanized English. It's perfectly murdered. We take elevators, not lifts. We put stuff in our trunk, not our boots. We look under the hood, not the bonnet. I'm trying to get this so you have a goal. We, go looking for stuff with a flashlight, not a torch. We do things with miles instead of kilometers, like the rest of the world. I would suggest that you put it in and then put it together inside, or you could do it that way. Hey, it worked. There's more than one way to do any one thing. So, all right. This is the fork I'm using to cook with. This is a spoon that you're using to eat with, keeping things all germ-free. Let's tickle. I want to stretch it. Oh, okay, that's just the beans. All right, so I want to catch the beans. The water's still covering the beans, so that means that it shouldn't be sticking to the ground. All right, let's see. Redstone? Sure. Let's see, what else? All right, so this is what I have of just mixing things together. This is what it looks like. I'm scared to taste it. I'm just going to throw it in there and let him taste it. If it doesn't kill him, it's great. We need more vegetables and fruits and stuff. Actually, can you grab me one of the containers? And tomorrow is not a... No, I'm sorry. Let me specify. I'm awake. I'm here. I'm in the now. And not thinking about trying to think. And
not trying to poison your
significant other?
Yes.
Your dad?
Your dad.
Yeah. No. We are not poisoning our dad. If he doesn't die, it's fantastic.
Do not put poison in.
Yeah, do not poison him. He makes a living. He works very hard, and I love him. I would be very sad if he was poisoned. But there is downstairs a container like this in the mini fridge with lettuce in it. I'm going to pop some of this on top of that. Can you do that for me, please? Thank you. Any attention deficit disorder type of questions?
No.
Okay. So I should see
results. I have one.
You have one. Oh, one. One question? What's your one question? No, I mean pertaining to grabbing that for me, please. Grab it. You what? Two what? Two. The beans are cooking back there. If you're watching anything, you're watching beans cook back there. If people like watching grass grow, I'm sure they like watching beans cook. It's not overflowing. I should, if I get a camera one of these days, if I get money to get a camera, sit there and pose it on the, I don't know how what I want to figure out is how all this other YouTube people get where the camera shots of how are they stationing things on it? Do they sit and hold it forever and a day while their stuff is cooking? I mean, they get these wonderful shots of stuff cooking on their pans. I'm like, y'all, great. Because sworn. There are olives. Tomatoes, olives, and flying pieces of plastic. The world is being drowned out by plastic. For $1.45. That's not bad. Since I'm using his olives, I'll put olives on his grocery list because I hate them. Or I can pick up more of the food stamps.
Mom, you should not have, and so you tell me where the container is.
Should be in the mini fridge. Is it in here this whole time? No, it should be in the mini fridge. Don't worry, I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so we'll open. Apparently there's sensory satisfaction of opening olives. Good. Point down so you can see me open. Because this here. Watching somebody open a can of olives. I don't know. Is it sensory? This way you get to see more stuff. That way you get to see less of my face. My kids are beautiful. That's the lucky part. So my kids are very beautiful. And so, they'll likely not be as ugly as me. I have different type of beauty. We'll put it that way. Huh? I took the lid out so I could add spices. I never add spices. Just look at this stuff. This stuff I could go through. Now. All right, I'm chilly. I've got some paprika. So we'll put some of this on there. I'll put some olives in it. paprika. Let's see, what else sounds good? Why are we jumping? What are we jumping for? Where's the, you want to see? We're jumping to see. Okay, where's that? All right, so I put in some of this white pepper, and I put in arugula, and I put in all this. Whoop. Can you grab the red step stool? Paprika. Then I'm gonna add, because I'm weird, I'm gonna add some molasses. Like I said, I just throw things. If I can open it, open molasses, throw it in the chili, because I'm weird. Okay, I'm just going.
I got it. Hi, welcome to the channel.
Let's see, what else am I gonna? Oh, I can have this for the. I'm gonna add
You
this
can
one.
see me, Mom. You can
This
see
one.
me, Mom.
I can't see you. If you step back here and see the fridge, they can see more of the fridge. Grab the step stool. Do singing. Where you been singing? Don't die on me. Did you cover your mouth already?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So I'm adding that one to that. Add more kelp to the chili. Adding that to the chili. Because it's weird. Because I'm weird. So I love it. Ginger. What's the ginger? We just had ginger.
Wait.
Ginger. Ginger. You guys love. We have a kitty named Ginger. Let's go into the chili.
Can I see the chili?
No. I'm not that morbid and that weird and that. No, that's not my flavor of life. No. Huh? Yes, but that's not my flavor. And putting a cat in ramen noodles, chicken flavor. Yes, we have plenty of ramen noodles. I have a thingy. And I'm just gonna put that in here too. And this one too. Other stuff I was putting in the rice. Or not rice, but the chili. Not in the chili. I use all that. So then let's check out the chili. All right. So 300 years later, this time. This is where rice. This is where I failed on the rice. Things are still cooking. Sorry. Low. That can be on low for like so many hours. All right. So then this, I have to figure out how to stir that sucker in. I'm going to add broth. I think what we're going to do is we have broth. I'm going to use that broth. Broth is this too. This one. Wow, I swear there was broth. Might be downstairs. I don't know what I'm doing. I made some of this last night. When you use hard marshmallows and you cook them in butter, they harden back up to the point they're not soft and chewy like you do with the Rice Krispie treats. So I had cereal in here since we started, staying and taking care of my mom. That it wasn't bad or stale or anything. It's just they ate all the marshmallows out of it. So I used the ghee butter. I mixed in the marshmallow fluff. I put those together. I put them, stirred them all, put them on here. I took a chocolate bar. I double boiled it. That means I took a container of hot water from the tea kettle, that was whistling tea kettle, into one metal bowl, and then in a smaller metal bowl that fits inside, I put a candy bar in, and I stirred the candy bar until it melted, and I poured that on top of this. And then I put this in the fridge from last night. And this is the result. It's super hard. It's really great with a cup of coffee or hot cocoa. You just leave it in there to dunk, and it softens, and then you eat it. You guys want lunch? We don't have an hour to lunch. I want lunch. I want lunch. I'm having to make food. Okay, so this, I grab some olives. Olives in this. I think what I need is just I put in I was considering, because I see the soy milk, thinking soy milk in this, but I'm thinking, will that last? Okay, so I'm going to put that in here. So I have lettuce. This has to be eaten tomorrow or sometime today, or no. The lettuce is still crispy looking. I don't know what's wrong with this lettuce and why it's not wilting. I cut this up days ago. I don't know what's wrong with this. I don't know what's wilting. I had bananas stay green for 3 months. Probably some sort of GMO lettuce. Okay, now I'm making a mess. Okay. I put that on the salad. Probably be tomorrow's lunch for either one or two of us. This is going to have a grain with it, or not a grain with it, a protein of some sort with it to go for full protein, or he can throw some meat or something together with that, because that's not olives. He likes olives. I don't mind. Olives make me nauseous, but I still eat olives. Okay. And I'm going to slice them. So I feel like slicing them all on top. All right. So he's going to be here 3-ish. So I've got 4 hours to finish cooking, get everything cleaned, and everything packed for the weekend. I want to try a taste. Okay, so we're going to throw this in on top of the olives. See, so we got lettuce in there. We got this weird combination of stuff. Probably a name for it. I don't know. We sprinkle this on top. I don't know what I'm doing. I want to try. We're going to try a bit. Try a corner. Normally I just feed it to him. Be like, hey, try this, and see if he doesn't die. Okay, so I took a little bit off. It's not noticeable. It's still full. This could be my sample. I'll throw it all in there. Sample it. Okay. All right. Say hi if you ever watch this. I love you. I'm not trying to kill you. My grandpapa. My father kisses grandpapa. Done better. What is this? This is organic broccoli. Ew. All right. This I'm throwing on mine, not his. Not his. So. All right. A couple of strands of cheese. There you go. This isn't much. I'm not taking a lot. I'm not taking more than a few. Froze. listening to the kids? Is it play? She has the whole holiday things done. Okay. So, you're in Japan. It's Tikimas. Wish me luck. Don't die on me. I taste the sprouts. They have a nice, light, crisp crunch to it. I taste the tomato and the olive. A little bit of the fake cheese. Let's see if I can get a bit of the fake cheese in it. More of the olive and try it. The lettuce is going to save this because it's that light crispness that goes with the mush of the rice. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. That is the last time I am cooking 4 cups of rice. Ever. Unless I get a restaurant. Yeah. Without that lettuce, that mushy rice is like, throw it out. It's like, it went from above the cardboard to right there with cardboard, and just in between. Mushy rice is in between, liver and onions and cardboard. It's like, this is doable. I have a system of can't eat it to if it's edible, if it tastes good, love it, or hit and love it is all the way up here. It tastes good. I have not bad. I have edible, which means I'm willing to eat it. I'm not going to die. I'm not going to throw it out. It's not, it's edible. And like, no, I can't eat it. And liver and onions, which is like, death is better than eating liver and onions the way I made it last time. So this goes in a jar. No, I'm not saving that all. Just all the extra. All right, I will. That's where that was. Our parents' jar. So lids are over here. See if like red generic lids. I found it. I can reach. I'm not too short for life. How's this? Why does the U.S. contractors, America, like build these tall places? So, in contrast, if it were built for my size, my significant other who's 6 foot, be like, why is everything so small? Be like, why can't I fit in anything? He'd be frustrated with his whole life. Okay, so we're gonna put a lid on that. I have the lid. Swear I have lids. Alright, first that one. Okay, so I just added stuff to the lettuce. The lettuce is gonna mush. So this is tonight. But we got like chili. So I was gonna put salsa on this other side that had the other like salad things, and I have some blue chips. Blue corn tortilla chips. I'm still cooking stuff, and I should share this. Everything's made better with the wooden spoon. Go. Aha! I found my wooden spoon. All right. Oh, chili. You probably want to see the chili. What did I? Oh, the lid. I found the lid. Okay. I found a lid. It was on the back of the. All right. So that is this. Love being ambidextrous. Look at that. I can stare. I could stare with my other hand while I focus the camera. All right. So it's just tomatoes right now. I'll be adding beans. And I'll be adding rice. Because, yeah, this tastes. And I watered the squash today. Like I have squash. It's like a cute little squash guy in there. I tried to, what I did had done the paper towel over the seeds, and I threw them under the grow light. I wet the paper towel, threw them under the ground, and the roots incorporated so far into the paper towel that the paper towel is planted in there, but I tried to take them apart. I don't know if I screwed up the roots of that one, and that's why it's not as perky yet. Or if with squash, how far down you need to plant it, how far the soil is the right pH. Those are the things that I won't learn. They did not teach us that in class. They're like, yes, let's try water, and let's try plants without water. Water, you know, mushrooms would have grown in a cupboard. I remember just the disheartening feeling of watching the cupboard in the dark plants die and how heart crushed I was. I didn't react to it on the outside, but on the inside, I was so upset. So I just didn't want to grow plants. But now as an adult, I'm like, I want to grow plants. Yes, they need sunlight, but what if it were mushrooms growing in that? I mean, like, you got to understand the contrast. Okay, so let's get us some rice in there. Okay, there it goes. And I get to cut up apple today into slices. Okay. Alright. Olive. I'm gonna put that in there and see what happens. My gosh. This is mush. The tomatoes will help out. It's got balsamic vinegar in it. And that one scoop, I did about a scoop. So it looked like this. I love me. You know, that's not the kind of day I'm having, but that is, yeah. All right, so I need to throw those all in the containers. And then I'm going to clean that up in a second. Rice. There is rice in this chili. It'll be beans, rice. I don't know if my parents have any onions. I'm out of onions, so I forgot to pick some up at the store. And then I have to clean that up. Any particular reason you're not doing your schoolwork? All right. I'm not worried about the schoolwork right now.
Huh?
I'm not worried about the schoolwork. I want you to get it done so you have more playtime.
Daddy, they're worried.
I'm not lying. You're standing. So I'm not lying. I'm standing. No, the type of worried is I'd enjoy for you to get that done before I go.
Where are you going?
You know where. I'm not going to say because I'm still broadcasting. I'm not saying where I am, and I'm not saying where I'm going. Sure, no worries. Okay. Hello. All right. There's that. I have to do dishes today. Either before or after lunch. Okay. So, I think instead I had chocolate milk in this. It was cool. I like how pretty it is, but it's clear. I'm gonna have to figure out how to store this rice. Make. My nose is dry. Okay, so we'll start with this. Okay. Cool. Spinach. Right here's the other. Alright. Okay. That's not bad. Alright. I have to cut up this apple before it goes bad. There are only needles to one. It was lit, but I'm needles. Gravy. Gravy tastes weird when it's cold. I don't want to put gravy on something. Somebody's dying. But they're also a smoker. They just don't ever smoke in the house. Put that in here. And, I don't know. Find it in. Do you want the night-year-old for the weekend?
No.
For the night?
You got going.
Huh?
What you got going?
I'm just gonna go over that's the night. I can go over afternoon. All I was just gonna do is play YouTube or watch YouTube and play with Roblox.
Sure.
And this. There. I'm sorry. Here's my phone number if you ever
Okay. I
contact.
got your phone number.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, the cat's running and the other stuff to get the things that we need this week. Okay. All right, let's clean this up and make more dishes. That's what we're doing. All right. Okay. Are you gonna help cook?
Yep.
Are you gonna help clean up? Are you gonna finish your homework?
Yeah.
Good. Then I don't have to assign you stuff too.
Okay. We got 3 people left.
Huh?
We got 3 people left.
In our house right now?
Yep.
We have baby spinach or fresh spinach. I'm chopping up. So we have fresh spinach. All right. Those before you see that. I have enough rice to last us for like 3 or 4 weeks. I have rice to last us for 3 or 4 weeks. I'm gonna get sick of rice. There's some eggs, there's some everything to be rice, spinach, and everything. This. That's how I like it. Alright. Alright. So now I'm taking some lunch meat. I've got some, you know, you always have too much onions, but then like there'll be part in your life that you're like, I need onions, and there are no onions in the house. I don't know how that goes, but yeah, I've got 3 people watching. Nothing really gonna look good. I got more comments in here than I will have comments before. I'm excited. The avocado's okay. I guess if you use like lemon. Do I have lemon? Or lemon? No. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, lemon. Or you can make some lime with this. Some avocado with this, some lime with this. It'll add an interesting flavor. And some lunch meat. Check this out. Okay. Alright. So water with this. I'm not looking forward to Christmas. Eating your rice with balsamic vinegar in it when the rice is mushy. But it is what we are going to. I'm going to do. Your partner doesn't have to do that. He can eat ramen noodles. And he's perfectly happy doing this for some reason. Alright, so we have this. I'm about to put some avocado in this. So this is what we got going on so far. It's pretty. And then I'm going to squirt some lemon in it. Okay. I just had the avocado. We have some mushrooms. I have no idea if this is going to stay good, or if this is going to taste good, or if it's going to throw some avocado on here. So my spoon's going to watch all this. Burner. You're like, oh my god, this is what I'm eating. It's weird. So the question is, what kind of flavors do I want to mix in here? So I've got dishes the rest until I leave. Sure. Let's do a couple. It's mushy. I'm scared. Okay, where's the one with the spinach in it? What am I going to do with that spinach? I'm going to mix some chickpea, not chickpea. It's chickpea, but it's hummus. Hummus in with the spinach. I worked that in because I rinsed the spinach and I left it wet. I didn't dry the spinach, so it's not going to keep. It's going to wilt and it's going to be slimy and it's going to be mushy if I don't mix it with something. Because I chopped it all up. Ooh, I could probably put more lemon in the spinach as well to make that spinach taste good. And squeeze. Squeeze. Like I'm pushing on the baby. Okay, there's that one. Alright. Honestly, I wish one of you guys could like taste this for me because I'm scared. I don't know if I want to know what it tastes like. Just this. Put this in there. Incorporate that and throw it in my. Whatever. I want to know. So it's not the same thing because I added lunch meat to it. Good. I taste the lemon. I really taste the lemon. Mango would taste good with this. Yeah, throwing all that salt in there saved it. I would eat this. It tastes good cold. I did eat this. Okay. I don't feel bad. I will cut the apple next into slices and put it in the snack container. My youngest. I'm gonna mix some hummus with the spinach. I want pine nuts. I wanted pine nuts, but it was put on a shelf in the store where I couldn't reach, and all the different flavors were there. So I just grabbed classic. I'm like, I can add whatever I want to classic. I think what I'll do is if I could add a divider, or maybe I'll just put it in a bag in itself and put it on top of that with the hummus. Let me go grab the hummus. So it's lemon, spinach, and hummus. Nothing, handful over. All right. So beans are cooking. Rice, right. So I have quiche. Can't see it. It's not exactly. Got some quiche. Hummus. Classic hummus. I have spinach wraps. I have mixed nuts. Unsalted. Alright. See. I'll put this. Let's do that in there. You know, my beans are probably ready. Alright. Like here, I have more pasta. But it keeps nice and safe. I have no idea what this flavor will do. Never done that. Okay. I like how stuff. We have those chips. I love those chips. Right. Would melt some cheese in here. Or some dairy-free cheese into this mix. I have more money for dairy-free cheese. We gotta make that dairy-free cheese like stretch. Oh, that looks good. That's gonna be not bad. Because he doesn't like straight spinach, and neither do I. So this does not look good at all. It tastes better than it looks. Don't worry. The whole point is that it'll get better as I learn more. Alright, so we have one, we have two, we have like a four, and we have two more in there. So it'd be like 3 days of, yeah. So this is day one. There's some quiche in there. And my battery is going to die. So I leave you all. I love you guys. So my battery doesn't die. Okay. And